After the man finished a bottle of water, he still felt thirsty. At that moment, he noticed a nearby pond. Without thinking, he rushed towards the pond and started drinking from it, almost like a man possessed. Soon, he began to feel something wasn't right. He called out for help from people on the shore. By the time they reached him, the man was already dead. Meanwhile, the police received a report about a body found by the river. The condition of the body was eerily similar to the one from earlier, though it had only just died. It had already turned into a mummified corpse. However, the police couldn't figure out why. Later that night, a horrifying discovery was made. More bodies started appearing in the river. As time passed, the number of bodies kept growing. An investigation revealed that all the victims had visited a particular valley before their deaths. The authorities suspected there was something wrong with the water quality. Officer Jack was sent to investigate the valley. It was a popular tourist spot, especially during holidays. The caretaker insisted that the water was perfectly fine. And, at first, the investigation seemed to confirm his claim. But since they needed more time, Jack decided to spend the night in his car. The next day, Jack was shocked to see more bodies in the river. At the same time, similar incidents were happening across the country. Dead bodies were appearing everywhere in the rivers. So far, the only clue was that the victims had all shown signs of excessive eating and drinking before they died. A few days later, the police received another alarming call. A woman had drowned in her bathtub. When they examined the water, they discovered strange parasites. Upon further investigation, they identified the parasites as hairworms. These parasitic worms usually live inside insects. When it's time to lay eggs, they stimulate the host's nervous system, causing it to jump into water, where the worms leave the host's body to release their eggs. But this was the first time they had seen this happen to humans. The media soon covered the story. John, having seen the news, rushed home immediately. His wife had also visited the valley and was showing symptoms. By the time John reached the hospital, it was packed with people, but the experts still didn't have a solution. The problem was that the parasites attached to the intestines and removing them forcibly would kill the host. The only treatment available was a deworming medication. As time passed, it became clear that without water, the parasites would break through the body and emerge. Fortunately, John's wife and child were still safe. Meanwhile, Mary, looking at the fire sprinkler pipes, began to feel a desperate thirst. She imagined water pouring down on her. Her eyes then shifted to the fire control switch next to her, but for the sake of her child, she held herself back. Just then, a woman moved towards the switch. Mary quickly stepped forward to stop her. Their argument drew the attention of others nearby. Everyone looked up at the fire sprinkler pipes, then rushed towards the switch. In the nick of time, John arrived. He rushed into the control room and turned off the main valve. On the other side, Jack had also made his way to the pharmaceutical factory. He threatened the employees to reveal the location of the warehouse. Finally, he found the raw materials needed in the warehouse. With the materials in hand, Jack rushed back to the factory. Thanks to their efforts, the pharmaceutical company managed to produce the cure. And just like that, the crisis was averted.